Good morning and welcome to Stretch Saturday. Let's make a start by getting ourselves into a space and just moving our arms up nicely from side to side. All the way up above our head, all the way down across our body. Nice and slowly, nice and gently. Just moving, just getting our body moving. Yeah, it's all about stretching. It's Stretch Saturday after all. Okay, from there, we're going to transition our arms into doing some windmills. Bring our arms forwards. Great big circle. Nice big circle. That's it. All the way around. And from there, I'm going to transition to go the opposite direction. All the way backwards. Nice big circles. You get any clicking or popping? It'll sound like Rice Krispies. That's quite normal. It's your body talking to you. Obviously, any pain, you stop. Now, just going to raise our shoulders to meet our ears. All the way up, all the way back down. Nicely done. From there, I'm going to bring them into big rounding of our shoulders. The big shoulder rotation. All the way forwards. Feel that stretch across the back. Feel that squeeze across your chest. As you kind of bring your shoulders around. Now go the opposite direction. Feel that stretch across your chest. That squeezing of your back as you bring your shoulders in big circles. Nicely done. Okay. From there, we're going to transition, put our arms out to the side at shoulder height. We're going to bend at the elbows. We're going to do some great big elbow rotations. Big circles. That's it. All the way around. In one direction and then all the way around in the opposite direction. Make sure we're using both sides of our brain, both sides of our body. Everything's connected. Okay, now we're going to string our arms up to shoulder height. Turn one palm up, so the palm that's facing. Push your body over to that side, keeping your feet solidly on the ground. Then turn that palm down, turn the other palm up. Push over to that side. That palm down, the other palm up. Push again. I'm going to keep doing that. Whichever palm's facing up, that's the side I'm going to push towards. Whichever palm's facing down, the side that we push away from. Get a nice fluid kind of flow going through your body. Feet go from side to side. Okay. Bring your arms down. Check them out a little bit if you're feeling a bit achy. Okay, now we're going to go for some trunk rotations. So bring your hands up to your chest. Just going to rotate around and look behind us as far as we can, keeping our feet both firmly planted on the ground. Then turn and twist the other way. Again, keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. And back to the beginning, the other way. And round the other side. It's nice, big, solid movements. Okay, nicely done. Move our hands down to hip. We're going to have some hip flicks. So flicking our hips from side to side. It'd definitely be remiss of me if I didn't tell you again. As a canoeist, this is the movement you use most to right your kayak. And a nice, big, firm hip flick. Then from there, going to transition into some pelvic tilts. So we're going to tilt by pushing our backside backwards and tilt by pushing our pelvis forwards. We go back, feel a stretch across your glutes. As we go forwards, and feel a stretch all the way down the front of your body. That's it, nicely done. Bring yourself back up to center, and now do some big hip rotations around a really big circle. That's it. Nice big circle in one direction, and then nice big circle in the opposite direction. And that's the one, all the way around. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and to center again. Now, from there, we'll bring our feet together, put our hands on our knees, bend our knees slightly, as we go for some knee rotations. Going to rotate nicely in one direction, and then switch it the opposite direction. No surprises this morning. Okay, standing up straight. We move down to our ankles. Again, if you need to hold on to something for balance, do so. If you don't, you can use this as an opportunity for a little bit of balance exercise as we go into our ankles. So raise your one foot off the ground and rotate your ankle in one direction, all the way around. Once you've completed that, rotate it in the opposite direction, all the way around. That's it. Nicely done. Okay, down to our other foot. Okay, rotating in one direction, all the way around. And then the opposite direction, all the way around. That's it. Okay, back down. We'll move up now to our hands. So all I want to do is just flick our wrists. Flick our wrists. That's all it is, flicking from the wrists. So there's nice kind of movement on the wrist joints. Jeremy Hugo says this is like crazy typing. It's like the day at the office. Get all those messages out, write that report. Whatever it is that you're doing now, turn your palms the opposite way. Now you're just showing off. You're typing with the back of your hands, flicking your wrists. That's it. And back down the first way. Nicely done. From there, we'll bring our elbows together and interlock our fingers, interlace our fingers. Now we're going to start to roll our wrists all the way around. Let's go faster and faster, faster. You can get it go as fast as you possibly can. That's it. And slow it down again. Okay, until it comes to a stop. Right now, what I want you to do, take your fingers, move them one finger along so you're interlacing in a way that feels really weird. Okay, and then what I want you to do is rotate in the opposite direction. Yep. Now you're going to find that a little bit more difficult, just because we always have a dominant side in our body. But we need to make sure we practice both sides of our body. And again, see if you can get a go as quick as you can. Okay, slow it down, pull them back together, just shake those out. Now we're warmed up, we're going to go to do our neck joints, our atlas and axis joints. So we're going to go up at the ceiling, then down to the floor. Up to the ceiling, down to the floor. Just repeat that a couple more times. Not pushing it, just as far as you can see. That's it. Bring it back to neutral. Look to your left and look to your right. Left and to right. You're not pushing it too much. Just what's natural within your range of motion. Okay, bring it back to center. Now bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Your right ear to your right shoulder. That's it. Both sides, left, right, right. If you can't touch them, it's not a big deal. Just go within whatever is your normal range of motion. That's it. Nicely done. Okay. Right, so hopefully now you're warmed up. Now we're going to start to look at the stretching exercises for each of your muscle groups. As always, we're going to start off with our chest, the pectoral muscles. Remember, the pectoral muscles, they are origin point in the sternum, that's part of the center of your chest, kind of has a fan shape over the top of your chest, and even then attaches to the top of your arm here. And it's designed for pushing things away. In fact, if you just hook your hand underneath your armpit and push your arm away, you should feel that pectoral muscle just underneath your hand. So for us to stretch it out, what we need to do is apply the opposite force. So we need to be able to push, stretch the muscle across our chest by pushing our arm behind us. So we're going to use a wall to help us. So we're going to have our arm at shoulder height. We're going to apply some pressure just where our elbow is so that it kind of stretches that muscle in front of us. So put the arm across the wall. I'm going to use this side of this machine. You don't have to use a wall, whatever you've got available to you. For me, I step forwards with the foot nearest the wall. That works for me. And then what I do is I apply some pressure as I push myself forwards, keeping my hand in place until I feel that stretch across my chest. I've felt it, I'll hold it. We're going to hold it for 15 seconds. and release. Okay, one more time. Going to stretch and hold it. And release. Okay, that second part of the stretch is developmental stretching. It's just going to give us a little bit extra size. We're going to do the same on our opposite side. Again, make sure we do both sides of our body, both parts of our pectorals. So again, elbow is at shoulder height. Apply some, put it against the wall. Apply a little bit of pressure so you feel that stretch and hold it. And release. And one more time. Back in, find the stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, check that out. Okay, right, now we're going to go to our arms. We're going to look at our biceps first. The bicep, the muscle origins at the shoulder, anchor points down by your elbow, and allows us to raise our hand. So for us to stretch it out, we need to push in the opposite direction. So we're going to use a wall again. We're going to apply the wall to the heel of our hand here. Apply some pressure again, keep it at shoulder height, making sure our bicep is twisted so it's facing forwards. And we're going to put some pressure in across our bicep. So find that wall, heel hand there, looking forwards. And I use the foot that's nearest the wall to put the lean on. And feel that, lean into it until you feel that stretch across your bicep. And hold it. Okay, and release. One more time. Again, put a developmental part of the stretch. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Going to do exactly the same on the other hand, on the hand. So utilizing the heel of your hand, push it against the wall, turn your bicep so it faces the direction you're stretching in. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. And one more time. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay. Now we're going to move to the opposite side of our arms. We're going to look at our tricep. So again, origin points by your shoulder, anchor points down by your elbow, and allows us to sort of straighten our arm. So it's that whole place of pulling our arm down. So for us to stretch it, we need to go in the opposite direction to be able to pull our arm up. So for this, we're going to bring our arm overhead, bend our hand down the back. We're just going to grab hold of our elbow. I'm just going to pull it slightly. You're going to feel that stretch going down the back of your tricep. If you find not getting enough of a stretch or it's not stretching for you, just bend your body as if you're pulling your tricep over your head. Find that sweet spot where you've got a stretch and hold it. And release. Okay. One more time. Arm up over your head. Hold your elbow. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay. Up with the other arm. I'm going to do exactly the same. Bring your hand up, grab hold of your elbow, find that stretch point and hold it. And release. One last time. Grab hold of your elbow, find your stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, that's both of those two done. Right, we're going to move on now onto our shoulder. So our shoulder's quite a complicated muscle. This is going to help stretch out that top part of your shoulder, your medial delts, and also things like your traps, etc. Keeping our shoulder low. So we don't want to scrunch it up, keep that shoulder nice and low. We're going to bring our arm across our chest as it comes across, capture your arm and just pull it gently so you can feel a stretch across your shoulder and hold it. And one more time. You can keep your shoulder nice and low, bring your arm across your body, capture it, pull it towards your body and hold it. And release. Now for the other side. Again, keeping that shoulder nice and low, your arm over your body, capture it, pull it towards your body and hold it. And release. One more time. Bring your arm across your body, capture it, pull it towards your body and hold it. And release. Okay, nicely done. So we looked at our shoulders. Now we're going to move on to our back. We've got two different exercises for our back. We're really looking to stretch out those lats, the big muscles down the back of our body that allow us to pull things towards us. So we've got two stretches for those. The first one is like a dive. What we're going to do is bring our arms all the way up top over our head, point to the ceiling, really stretch yourself up, and then I want you to bend at your hips, start to round the top of your back. And so drive your hands down towards the floor. You should feel that stretch all the way over your back. And hold it. Okay, and release. Bring yourself back up. Same again. Bring your hands up. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Bend over. Again, try and touch towards the floor. Hold it. And release. All the way back up. Okay. From there, we're now going to do a bend that goes down at our sides. So very similar to what we did with the triceps. I'm going to bring a hand up and over our head. We're now going to capture that hand with our other. We'll capture the wrist with our other hand and then continue to bend so I can feel it stretch all the way down our side. And hold it. And release. One more time. Arm up overhead. Capture your wrist. Pull yourself over. Feel it stretch. And hold it. And release. Okay, now to the other side. So bring the arm up over the top of your head. Grab hold of your wrist. Pull yourself up. Hold it. And release. One more time. Arm up. Grab hold of your wrist. Pull it over the top of your head. Find the stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay. Right. So we've done our back. We've done our arms. We've done our chest. Now let's move on to our lower body. So I'm going to start off with some stretches for your quads. Again, if you need it for balance, hold on to something. So if you find your balance isn't that great, or you can utilize this one for helping with your balance because we're going to be on one leg. So with our quads are designed to straighten our leg, so to bring our legs out straight. So for us to stretch them, we need to bring our heel up towards our bottom. So pull your leg up off the ground, and move your heel towards your bottom, capture it if you can with your hand, and just pull it out a little bit more. You find that you need that little bit more of a stretch, just bend your body into it until you feel that stretch point and hold it. And release. And then one more time, leg up, heel towards your bottom, find your stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, switching over onto your opposite leg. Again, use something to balance with if you need to. Bring your leg up, heel towards your bottom, find your stretch point and hold it. And release. And one more time. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, shake your legs out a little bit. We're going to move now into what's known as a runner's lunge. And this helps us stretch our hamstring, the muscle down the back of our leg. That muscle allows us to bend our leg up. We're also going to use it to stretch our calf muscle, the muscle down the back of our lower leg, which allows us to point our toes and pull our toes up. So to stretch it, we need to pull our toes up, and you should physically see that kind of shape change in your calves. So for this, whichever leg you want to stretch, you're going to step forward with that leg. The opposite leg, you're going to start to bend, and you're going to pull the toes up on the leg that you want to stretch. So you're going to keep that leg nice and straight. Put your hands just above your knee. Apply a little bit of pressure so you can feel that stretch down the back of your hamstrings and across your calves. Again, remember to keep your toes active, pulled up towards your body. You should find a stretch point, hold it. And release. One more time. Find the stretch point. So drop your back knee, point your toes, apply a little bit of pressure above your knee and hold it. And release. Okay, onto the opposite side of the body. You can take that step forward, drop your back knee so you can start to bend, pull your toes up towards your body so you can feel it stretch down the back of your calf. Hands just above your knee, apply a little bit of pressure so you can feel that stretch down the back of your hamstrings and hold it. And release. And one more time, into position, hold it. And release. Okay, check your legs out. Right, now we're going to head down to the ground. We're going to do some work that helps stretch out our glutes, also helps us stretch out our chest again as well. So it's a nice big, like all over stretch. We need to lay on your back and put your arms out to the side, palms facing down so you create like a T shape on the ground. From here, we're going to raise our right leg, we're going to bend our knee and then tuck our right toes under the outside edge of our left leg by our knee. So your right leg has gone over the top of your left, tuck the toes under your left leg. We're going to continue then to move our right knee down towards the ground, twisting our body, but at the same time, not taking our shoulders off the ground. So keeping that all on the ground. Feel it stretch down all the way down your back, across your chest. Get as close as you can to the ground and hold it. Some people will still be stuck in the air, some people are actually on the ground, that's okay. And release. Okay, one more time. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, send your right leg out straight. Bring your left leg up, and bending it, and then tucking your left foot underneath the outside of your right leg. So your left leg has now gone over the top of your right leg. Continue to push your left leg down towards the floor. Again, keeping your shoulders on the ground. Feel that stretch across your back, across your glutes, across your chest. Hold it. And release. And one more time. Again, pushing your left leg, left knee over towards the right. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay. Stay on the ground. We're going to move over onto our front. We're going to bring ourselves all the way down to the ground. Put our hands underneath our shoulders. Point our toes. We're going to push the ground away, lifting up our body, looking up to the ceiling. It's like a cobra position. Feel that stretch and hold it. Okay, lower yourself back to the ground. Now I want you to push your backside backwards as you go through being on all fours. So you bring yourself all the way back down. Your backside is almost on your heels. You bring yourself into child pose. So your head as close to the floor as you can. Arms outstretched in front of you. Feel it stretch all the way down your back. And hold it. Okay, from there, bring yourself back forward. Lying back down. Hands underneath your shoulders. Push the ground away. Into cobra and hold it. And all the way back into your child's pose. And hold it. Okay, bring yourself up onto all fours. And here we're just going to do some cat cows. What my friend called the angry cat stretch. So feel like there's a piece of string holding into your navel, your belly button. Just try to pull your belly button through your back. So it's going to pull it all the way up. Tuck your head under. Feel the big rounding of your back into angry cat. And from there, a piece of string pulls your belly button down towards the floor. Feel your backside sticking out. Your head looks up to the ceiling. You're going to cow pose. I feel that stretch down the front of your body. And then reverse it one more time. Pulling that string, you look through your back, your head tucks under, big rounding of your back. And then the opposite way. Pull your belly button down to go into the cow pose, looking up at the ceiling. Okay, that's it. Have a shake off. Grab yourself a drink, and hopefully that's a great stretching session to start your Saturday with. Have an absolutely super day ahead. In fact, have a wonderful weekend and look forward to seeing you on the next session.